Hello, welcome to English. This is Miss Conklin. I'm happy to share a little bit with you today about things that happen in the classroom as well as other wonderful things. So welcome to 760. I don't have any students in here right now, and I had to reacquaint myself with my Zoom settings because it's been a little bit. So I'm glad you're popping in here and getting some information to help your students. So let me just go ahead and share my screen and to share a little bit about myself. So this is my fifth year here at Bothell High School. So I started in 2017 when we made the shift up from junior high to high school. So I came up with those ninth graders, which just graduated. And before that, I was a Kenmore Colt. And before that, I came from the state of California, where I not only finished my teaching credential and did my undergrad at San Francisco State University, but I taught in South San Francisco for 10 years. So I'm very happy to be up here. On this slide, it also has my schedule for this year. I have two prep periods, second and fifth. I have two English classes, English 10, two English 10 classes. I have a additional Bridge to College English class, which is my 12th graders. And then I also have the EL lab and support class for students that are learning English as a second language. I would say the best way to reach me would be via email, the jconklin@nsc.org. That's in Parent View, Schoology, however you want to access that information. And I do have a phone number there, extension 7053, if you needed to at any time leave me a message. Just a little bit about our family. I am not only a teacher in the district, I'm a parent in the district, so I've got three kiddos. Ian just graduated, so for those of you that are out there excited about the prospect of watching your child cross the stage, it was exciting. So he made it. And then my daughter Emma is a 10th grader here at Bothell, and my youngest daughter Katie is a 7th grader at Kenmore. So we're a busy bunch. It's really a privilege to live in the community as well as serve the community and be a part of it. So that was always one of my goals, being a teacher, to be able to do that. Because I hail from San Francisco, we don't take out the San Francisco blood. So I'm a Niner fan and a San Francisco Giant fan. And it's a really great way to connect with the boys, especially when the Seahawks, come in and we talk about games and stuff. So it's my 19th year in teaching, and I'm happy to be here. One of the things that we talk about a lot in English are, what are the goals? What are we trying to get our kids to leave high school with? And so our English department has come up with several ways of what we're trying to do and how we attempt to do that. So we have a couple of textbooks as well as some novels that we work out of for 10th grade, and then also for the Bridges class, we do some curriculum for that. Those are listed there: Writing Analytically, Common Threads, Reading the World. Those are all examples of texts. And we also have a variety of novels that we will read throughout the year. For 10th grade, it's Speak, Of Mice and Men, The Odyssey. We might do a Shakespeare play. I'm not sure which one yet. And then when they're not reading a novel in class, they're doing an independent read. And so we'll do a couple things like that. So my goal when it comes to reading is to actually just kind of create those lifelong readers and thinkers. And we do that in a variety of ways by belonging to the classroom conversation and entering the classroom conversation by engaging with the literature, and then also by being part of a community that cements excellent work with pride. But ultimately, we're trying to build readers and writers that are proficient across the disciplines, and critical thinking and analytical skills and all those things. While we would love for them to have a passion for reading and doing literature when they leave us in the English department, we know that that may not be everybody's passion. So it's kind of fun to watch them grow in that way. Most of the homework, people ask what the homework is going to look like, and I say it's kind of an ebb and flow, but if we're in a novel study or we're doing an independent reading, I just kind of want students reading and just having books in their hands and doing about 20 minutes a night. There'll be other times where we will have larger projects. But things that are coming home for homework will be things that aren't completed during the class time. And it could be larger projects like essays or different kinds of things around that. So I would say generally every 3 to 4 weeks is kind of a major assignment depending on what we're looking at. But everything's in Schoology. The syllabus is in Schoology. You have access to seeing what the work is. And I think that Schoology will be able to be an excellent resource for you to know what's happening on the class. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me. A lot of times, parents want to know when will I contact them, and typically I try to watch that 70% drop. So if students are getting below 70%, we kind of want to keep them in that C range. So I might be contacting you via email or might be giving you a phone call when I'm not getting work from students or things aren't being submitted, and there's multiple ways that I can kind of keep on track of that. And then it could also be behavior in the class. We kind of talk a lot about what it means to build, belong, become, Bothell, but we also talk about this Bothell way, which is basically being engaged, having integrity with that, and then showing respect. And so when students are having a hard time in those areas, I might continue to give you a call home as well. And I also hope to call when students are doing something fantastic and catch those wonderful moments as well. In terms of how students can help, I say ask for help and give yourself some grace. It's really hard, even as a parent, even as a teacher in the district. Like, I don't always know what's happening in kids' classrooms. So I just always ask and encourage you to do that. Ask them what they're learning about, not just how is school, it's fine. No, what are you doing? Oh, I remember reading that book, and just sort of engaging in that conversation and encouraging them through that conversation. Contact me with your questions and concern, and just really encourage that daily reading, that 20 minutes a day of just that skill building, that muscle building of getting them to read. And I'm not particularly worried about what they're reading as long as they are reading. So that's a little bit about me. I hope that you have something to take away from that. And if you have specific questions for me, feel free to reach out. And I look forward to a year. Normally I have a mask on, so this is a little unusual. So I appreciate you making it all the way through the end of the video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year with your students. And I look forward to it as well. All right, thank you.